So, tonight's Dear Bombshell is focused on your questions, your concerns, your comments, and all of your situations. The first situation that we have is kind of funny. One of my friends messaged me and said that her and her husband are fighting over baby names. Y'all, just calm down. It's okay. There's several books out there. You've got 9 months to come up with a name. Don't you worry. You have plenty of time. Don't focus on it. Just focus on being happy and enjoying the time together. That's my advice for you. Another one of my friends is sitting on the fence because she doesn't know if she wants to date a guy that's been her friend forever. Should they cross that line? And if they do, is it going to ruin their friendship? And what should she do? Life is about taking chances. And it never stays the same. Because life changes. We all grow up. If you have feelings for your friend, take the risk. And love is a risk. There's no guarantees. And you may not win. But would you rather play it safe or take the chance and have the best moments of your life? There was a Dear Bombshell question that came in anonymously. And the more I thought about it last night, the more I was focusing on it, and it's just not a good thing. This guy pointed out that May is not a good month for the bombshell. That's me. And how I met the love of my life in May, only to lose the love of my life in May. But here's the ironic part. The day that I lost the love of my life was May 28th. The day that my grandmother was found non-responsive this year, May 28th. Now, I told you all, she's been in sync saying that she feels that I'm going to get married and I'm going to have these grandkids, or to her great-grandkids, and she always did like my ex. I don't know if it's a sign, I don't know if it's within sync, I don't know. But I just found it weird that this anonymous person had pointed out a few things like that. Does it bother me? I would be lying if I said no. Of course it bothers me. But I've learned life happens, you know. I have hopes and dreams and wishes, and I do hope and pray for a second chance at romance with Mr. CB. Will it happen? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. And if love doesn't happen for me, there's always adoption. And if I have to do it on my own, I have to do it on my own. It's no big deal. Next question. One of my friends, this is a great opportunity for her, was presented the chance of a lifetime to go on a trip. And the trip that this guy presented her with, they've been dating for like a couple of years, to me is like a push that they're going to end up married, but that's just me because I'm the hopeless romantic. And she asked, should she go on the trip or not? And I say, go. Enjoy yourself. You only live once. Do it. Has my grandmother's health affected or changed my outlook or perspective on life? That's a great question. I would say yes. One thing that I have learned greatly is that you appreciate every moment and you make every moment count. And if you feel like there's a chance, you should take it and you should not set it out. I would also say, live your life to the fullest, because you may never get it tomorrow. And you don't want to say, man, I wish I would have taken time and spent with my loved one or got to know that person better, because maybe we would have really hit it off. Because those maybes can sometimes be never, and you may never get that opportunity to have the first chance at romance. Getting older, I guess it just means I've gotten wiser, I would hope. I still see the best in everyone, which is probably a fault of mine. But I try to weigh the differences and be like, okay, give the benefit of the doubt, probably sometimes too much. But I would think that people mature and life changes you, and that hopefully you would want the best for people and you wouldn't be out to make life a living hell for some other people, or find ways to belittle someone or make them feel less than dirt on the face of the earth. One of my guy friends asked, he wanted to go ahead and take his girl fishing. Do I think she would enjoy it? The girl that you want to take fishing would be a perfect catch for you. Get the little under window there. I think that if you ask her, she would go in a heartbeat. So go ahead and ask. And I can't guarantee you'll get a yes, but it's a definite, I don't think you'll get a no. So there you go. One thing that one of my friends asked me tonight was, do I think that being a city girl would harm my life if I ever was to hook up with Mr. CB? First and foremost, like we said before, Mr. CB wants me to suffer a slow, painful, agonizing death. And someone told me he's in a relationship now. But we'll put that aside. Let's say, for your question's sake, that we did end up together. Would we be able to overcome me being a city girl and grow accustomed to the farm life? It's not like Green Acres, people. I am not Zsa Zsa Gabor. Okay, I do not see myself as being one of these people that look down on farm people, because I'm a country girl. Now, granted, I don't slap the hogs, and I have never branded a cattle. It's something you do to them, right? However, there's always a first time for everything, and you should always embrace a new experience in life. So I would say, because I love horses, that, you know what, you shouldn't be able to limit yourself to one experience and say, you know what, okay, I live in this little box over here where I'm a city girl, and I'm not going to ever step outside the city, never try my hand at farming, never try my hand at being out here counting on praying for rain, making sure the crops grow. What is so wrong with that? I just don't understand that. I do think opposites attract. That was another question. And the question was, well, what makes opposites attract? Well, obviously, if you if you are a city mouse and a country mouse, there's going to be an opposite there, and it could be that what attracts you is something as simple as horses, something as simple as there's more to do in the city, like mini golf, bowling, movies. To me, it takes that pull in order to pull together. So I'm a big fan of opposites attract. Another question was, when is it okay to move in after you've been dating for 2 years? And if they ask that person to move in and they turn them down, is that a sign? Well, if you've been dating for 2 years and you're not living together, obviously you both have feelings for each other, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be together. If your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, turns you down, and says, whoa, let's put the brakes on. I'm not ready for that. Maybe they're old-fashioned. They have standards and values where they're just not able to move past that until there's a ring on it. Okay? So we should not always judge by the new standards and the new values of maybe an ordinary, simple life. Not so simple, but old-fashioned, down-home rooted values. Bible-belted values. It's easy to judge others, but if you don't know them, I mean really know them, like you've spent time with them, and you know where they're thinking, you know what's going to come out of their mouth next, I would say avoid a mistake. Yes, I said earlier, take risk and calculated risk, but I don't think you should put yourself at risk for having a child if that child would not be in a loving, nurturing home environment. I honestly don't think that that's wise. Next question. I'm trying to go through your questions here. Ooh, this is a good one. My man loves to listen to rock music and I'm a country girl. Here's one of those opposite questions. You guys don't have to like the same things. It's the push and the pull, the magnets. You take a magnet apart, what does it do? It pulls it together. The yin and the yang. If you're going to have that kind of romance, there does have to be a little bit of common ground, but it doesn't have to be total common ground. Otherwise, you're going to get on each other's nerves and you ain't going to want to be around each other all the time. I honestly believe that without that push and pull, you don't have anything. There's no chemistry to build on. Let's see here. How are you enjoying your 5-pound weights? It's fun. I'm going to be investing next paycheck in my weight. What is that thing? The floor mat, where you lay it on the floor to do the crunches and the lower belly exercises. Do I think I'm pushing myself too much for that? No. I honestly believe I can't push myself enough. Am I happy with my weight? I will say I'm not totally disappointed in myself, but it could be better. Okay? Going into my holiday month, it's not a birthday because I refuse to call it that. I call it a holiday. Going into my holiday month, which is not until August, I honestly believe that I can lose about 10 more pounds and I'll be perfect. Now, granted, I weighed in this morning at 157. And most people would say, Donna, that's outstanding from where you've come. And if you go back and watch my very first YouTube video, you will see what I'm talking about. But it's not where I want to be. And I believe if I get back down to at least 145, where my doctor's like going, no, that's terrible. To me, that's perfect. I want to get back down to that. And I think that would be about where I need to be maintained wise. But he, my doctor, would say otherwise. This is a good question. So right now, you have dating sites that you're on. Would you say you're looking for love or what? I would say that I am on those dating sites, and I've said this before, I put my pictures out there not to show off, not to showcase what I look like now, but in a way I kind of do hope that my ex does see one of those pictures and goes, damn, I'm an idiot, and contacts me. I wouldn't say idiot. I would say a fool. That's better. Is it a long shot? Yes, it is. Will it probably happen? Probably not. But a long shot in love is better than no shot. And right now, that's all I've got. So I gotta believe. So with that being said, I'm going to take your questions. That's the end of them tonight. Make sure that if you have a question, comment, or concern, you let me know, and I will try and do more Dear Bombshells for you as we go. But tonight, we're going to call it a night with that because I have a workout to go get in. Love, your blonde bombshell, and I'll see you again soon.